Good Sunday morning. Americans found themselves in a familiar place this Thanksgiving week, grieving for the lives lost in multiple mass shootings. In Colorado Springs, 5 people were killed at an LGBTQ nightclub. The alleged shooter is facing possible hate crime charges on top of the 5 counts of first-degree murder. 2 days later in Chesapeake, Virginia, 6 people were killed at a Walmart by a disgruntled employee who then turned the gun on himself. While the victims are new, the questions that these massacres spark are not new. And if there's a single issue that represents this stark red-blue divide in this country, it's evident in how each side responds to these massacres. Democrats stressed the urgency for action and called for stricter gun laws.
The idea we still allow semi-automatic weapons to be purchased is sick. It's just sick. It has no social redeeming value. Zero, none. Not a single solitary rationale for it except profit for the gun manufacturer.
Can you do anything about gun laws during the lame duck service?
I'm going to try.
What will you try and do?
I'm going to try to get rid of assault weapons.
Republicans condemn the violence, but blame the issue of mental health, not guns.
We see again in the Commonwealth and in Colorado and in Idaho these just stark reminders of senseless, violent crime. And so much of it is really a moment to reflect on the state of mind of America and Virginia and this mental health crisis that we know we are in the middle of.
The fact is we do have a mental health crisis in this country. Out of the over 40,000 deaths from gun violence this year, over half of them were due to suicide. But that doesn't mean that we don't also have a gun issue in this country as well. We are the only country in the world with significantly more guns than people, and a culture that fiercely resists any perceived restrictions on the right to bear arms, which is enshrined in our Constitution. And perhaps the main contributing factor to the now commonplace lack of response from Washington is the fact that voters are not demanding a response. Just 11% of voters picked gun policy as the issue that mattered most to them in casting their vote in this month's midterm elections. And in fact, in 7 of our 9 top Senate battleground states, that percentage was even smaller of voters who picked guns as their top issue. Whether they're numb, traumatized, cynical, or just have other issues affecting their daily life more, the reality is politicians respond to the public. And until voters make this issue a priority, it is unlikely Washington will.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.